Hi everyone, and big happy birthday to Sadie Hartman, Mother Whore. This is for her birthday celebration, so I'm really happy to celebrate with all of you. And I will be reading, not singing happy birthday, from Goddess of Filth. And actually, Goddess of Filth was included in the April Nightworms package, so big thank you to Nightworms, and big thank you to everyone who shared the package on social media. Really appreciated, left a review. Thank you. So let's get into the story, shall we? Chapter 1. I only found ones with saints or Jesus on them. You think they will scare the spirits away? Fernanda rolled her eyes, snatching the candles from Anna to light them. It's just a little fun. Besides, it's my damn early birthday after all, and the last one I'll spend with you pendejas for a while. Fernanda was leaving, and soon. This Saturday night we celebrated the birthday we would miss once she left for college. I took my place on the floor next to Fernanda and Anna, and Perla handed me a glass of fizzing brown concoction I hope would be strong. By the looks of the half-empty glasses and open cans, the others had started already. I took 2 big refreshing alcoholic gulps of Southern Comfort and Coke. Nasty shit, only good for getting fucked up. The ice felt good in my mouth, even if it made my teeth ache. My empty stomach chewed on the booze, sending a sense of relaxation through my body. 5 of us sat in a circle, doing our best to emulate the girls in the craft, hoping to unleash some power to take us all away from our home to the place of our dreams. But we weren't witches. We were 5 Chicanas living in San Antonio, Texas, 1 year out of high school. So, who was doing the honors of calling on the universe to find a ghost or a demon to talk to? Pauline chugged the last of her Modelo. We exchanged glances in an alcohol-induced haze. Fuck it. It would be me leading this seance. I'll do it as a leaving present to Fernanda, since not a dime from my fortnightly paycheck could be spared for a gift she could take with her. I made eye contact with my 4 friends, letting them know I was serious. All right, hold hands and don't let go. I want you to believe in your hearts who can be heard. What I meant was, I needed to be heard because my thoughts barely carried over the pop of the deep fat fryer during a double shift. I was sick of feeling like splattered grease stuck on the wall. Fernanda giggled at my sudden onset of clairvoyance. She always said I was so fucking dramatic. Yes, bitch, I am, was my response. When your insides are egg white soft, you learn to develop an exterior tougher than fossilized dead things. I first became aware of this fact with a boy by the name of Tip Top. He was a Mexican wannabe member of the 90s group Crisscross, with his oversized polos and dickies too baggy for his spindly limbs. He parted his hair in the center and applied so much gel it crunched to the touch. We stood facing each other, arguing the way adults would. He kept pressing me to hold his hand when I didn't want to, pressing me to fool around when I didn't feel ready. You hate me so much? So just go on and hit me. I dare you. I sneered, taking a step closer to him with my fist balled at my sides, ready to receive a blow I'm not sure what I felt I deserved. I shook inside, wanting to run and hide. He glared at me. Nah, you ain't worth it. I raised my chin in defiance, hoping the tears on the verge of falling would roll back into my eyes. They did. The following day, most of the cliques heard about the fight. You're a hard bitch. I heard about your shenanigans, acting all angry. That's not pretty, you know, one of the cool boys whispered in passing, also wearing an oversized polo and strong Drakkar cologne. I couldn't tell everyone. I'm really not. Okay, Lourdes, give us your best dramatics and call something, Fernanda chuckled. That second beer had made it to her head. Good. She would be nice and tipsy for a cheap scare. I thought about who I wanted to contact. If I could reach a spirit, it would have to be a thing of power, something to give me hope. I concentrated every ounce of will, the kind of ganas you need in a life or death situation, then released it all through my lips with authority. I want to reach a spirit, an old spirit, one from before the world was what we know today. If you're there, speak to us. Give us a sign. Anna, Perla, Pauline, and Fernanda had their eyes closed, not me. If there was something or someone listening, I had to see it. I was broke in faith as I was in pocket. This was a time when you had ICE storming around like possessed stormtroopers on crack, people getting shot trying to learn or pray or buy milk, stories of people going missing, bodies of displaced people washed up on riverbeds or coastlines for all to see, to cry about, but ultimately forget. You've heard of the Cold War? This was the beginning of the border wars. I wondered how much time was really left for any of us. I think I would have settled for the devil himself if he promised me things would work out in the end for me, my friends, my sisters who couldn't even spell their names yet. It was quiet when the candles flickered from an unseen breath, illuminating the Sacred Heart of Jesus and La Virgen with a glow that seemed too bright for cheap wax and glass from the supermarket. I'd never seen a flame burn through a candle so quickly. The remnants were like those sad photos of collapsing icebergs. Flames belly danced across the room over our bodies. The words were a mumble, barely audible, but there. Fernanda released my sweaty grip. She unfolded her legs to adopt a squatting position, both her arms extended to the ceiling, as if she held onto a branch, readying her body for birth in the wild. Her chanting increased in volume as she stared at nothing, her wide eyes reflecting the flames. In the darkness, it appeared as if the fire was inside her skull. The rest of the circle watched in fear as a husky, breathless voice filled the room, sounding less and less like Fernanda. "Stop it, Fernanda, that isn't funny," shouted Pauline, trying to avoid looking between Fernanda's legs as her skirt hitched up to reveal blood-stained panties. Our cycles always in sync, and it wasn't time. Cramps that usually signal the beginning of my period caused me to wince in pain and clutch my belly. I looked around to see if this was just me. I couldn't tell through the expressions of terror on their faces. Perla crept over to Fernanda and gave her a gentle shove, trying to topple her over. I hoped Fernanda would burst into laughter, that the joke was on us, but she was not the joking type. Fernanda's feet remained firmly planted to the ground, arms still spread to the atmosphere, blood dripping from between her legs like rainwater falling from a leaf. So that is the beginning, only the beginning. So thank you again. Happy birthday, Sadie. Really grateful to celebrate anything at this point. So have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend whenever you're watching this. Take care and bye.